2011 brought us many stories that began well before the beginning of the year. The Cameron Todd Willingham case began with a 1991 arson that killed his 3 young daughters. Now, Willingham was executed for his daughters' deaths, but his guilt has been questioned by modern forensics. YNN's John Salazar brings us this year's details that date back 20 years.
In Corsicana, Texas, 2 decades ago, these 3 children were killed in a fire. Fire investigators at the time called it an arson. Their father, Cameron Todd Willingham, was executed for those deaths in 2004. And in January of this year, the Texas Forensic Science Commission heard evidence from the nation's leading fire expert that the 1991 arson investigators had poor science understanding of fire.
No matter how many rules are changed or laws are passed, it's not going to bring him back.
The forensic panel was commissioned by the state to review criminal cases where professional negligence or misconduct is an issue. The board is made up of scientists seeking forensic truth. In April, the chair, Williamson County District Attorney John Bradley, went before a state Senate committee seeking confirmation after Governor Perry again appointed him to the position.
Are you able to divorce your role as a prosecutor in your county from your role as chair of this commission to look at the forensic science? Or do you think you're so unique that you wouldn't have a conflict, or you couldn't raise the same issues about yourself? After all, you are John Bradley, God's gift to us.
Well, setting aside your sarcasm, which, by the way, is an example.
I usually set aside yours, too. I think I've been very restrained. We'll continue.
Which, by the way, I think is evidence of your bias.
Bradley lost his bid to head the Forensic Commission. Some state senators believe the prosecutor with a tough-on-crime reputation couldn't serve the panel in an unbiased fashion, having called Willingham a guilty monster publicly.
I was simply responding to advocacy groups that were attempting to portray the case in an incorrect light. The commission does not evaluate guilt or innocence. The commission looks at forensic science.
In July, the forensic panel's authority to investigate older cases received a major setback. The state attorney general's office wrote an opinion saying the board could not examine at length cases older than 2005. Remember, Willingham was executed in 2004.
We were baffled that this commission is now questioning their jurisdiction to investigate a case that they have been investigating actively for 5 years.
In October, the board released a final report making 17 recommendations to modernize arson investigations. Furthermore, directing the state's fire marshal to review at least 700 arson cases statewide. In the end, 3 children are gone, their father put to death, and no real answer as to whether the state of Texas executed a man for a crime he didn't commit. Modern science suggests Willingham didn't start the 1991 fire. John Salazar, YNN.